Hey guys, Aura134 here, and I've got another deck profile for you guys. This week at my locals, I ran Chaos Dragons, a new build of it that I've been working on, and it ended up doing pretty well. I went X2, ended up in 9th, so just out of top 8, which kind of annoyed me. And what annoyed me even worse is that one of those losses, the first loss I definitely shouldn't have lost. I misread Trigodia and miscounted, and it ended up costing me the game. Oh well, it happens. It was locals. I'm not really that irritated about it. Well, I'm more irritated that I misplayed than that I lost. Anyways, here's the deck profile. First, you got your 3 Light Pulsar Dragon. Obviously, Chaos Monster Light Pulsar Dragon. It's Light Pulsar. 3 Dark Flare Dragons to help set up your graveyard. And it's a Chaos Monster. And then your other 2 Chaos Monsters are your 1 Chaos Sorcerer and your 1 BLS. I'm only running 1 Eclipse Wyvern. I'm not the biggest fan of Eclipse Wyvern right now. There really aren't a lot of targets for him. In fact, I'm only running 2 targets in this deck because I tried bumping up the number of Lightsworns to add JD, and I kept drawing JD completely dead. So I cut Eclipse Wyvern down to 1, and I'm half tempted just to cut it from the build. The only 2 targets are the 1 Darkness Metal and the 1 Dad. It's still pretty easy to get Dad off in this deck because of the graveyard control. Then I'm running 1 Gores and 2 Trigodia. Next, I got 2 Tour Guides and Sangan and Night Assailant. I'm running Night Assailant a lot. I like the Night Assailant a lot in this deck. It's a Debris Dragon target, which I am running in here. I'll explain why when I go into it. And it's also helps get rid of some of those problem monsters. And it can hit face down monsters, so that's really cool. Next, you got 3 Raikos. Pop Things, Mill, Light. 3 Lilas. Get rid of back row, Light, Mill, you know. I'm running 1 Jane so that I can get over the 1900 number. So I think that's really important right now. And then I'm running 1 Lumina so that I can bring back my Lightsworns. Plus it's another target for Solar Recharge. Next, got 2 Card Troopers to help with the mill and the extra draw. Plus it's also a Debris Dragon target. Then 2 Debris Dragons. Debris Dragon is really, really dirty in this deck. There are a lot of targets for it. Card Trooper, Raiko, Night Assailant, Max C, Effect Veiler. They're all targets for it. And Debris Dragon plus Light Pulsar Dragon is Trident Dragion. So you bring back like Card Trooper with Debris Dragon, sync it with your Light Pulsar Dragon for Trident Dragion. You can pop Card Trooper and maybe another card that you have that you don't need. Card Trooper will draw what you want because it starts a new chain in the graveyard. And you got a Trident Dragion that can attack multiple times. It really helps push for game. Plus it gives you access to some of the more important Synchro monsters like Scrap Dragon and Black Rose Dragon. So I'm running 1 Honest because I'm running a lot of lights, and I think it's important to be able to keep your guys alive. 1 Effect Veiler, and 2 Max Cs. Then my Magic lineup is pretty small. Got Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm for your staples. Got Mind Control to take your opponent's monster so you can push, or one of the things I did was I mind controlled my opponent's monster before sinking for Trident Dragion and just popped their monster and my Card Trooper for 2 attacks. Got Allure of Darkness for draw, 2 Solar Recharges for more draw and for mill, and then 1 Charge to Light Brigade for mill and search. That's the main deck. It totals up to be 42 cards, 8 Magic cards, and 34 monster cards. Onto the extra deck. I didn't build a side deck because I didn't care. 1 Iron Chain Dragon, It's 25 and it's the Dragon 6-star, Black Rose Dragon, Scrap Dragon, Trident Dragoon. It's pretty easy to go for Trident Dragoon in this deck. Next, I got my 3 Tour Guide rank 3 targets. Zen Mines, Leviathan, or Leviair, and Leviathan Dragon. I really didn't need any more. I was also running out of space, so I stuck with these 3 because I felt they were the most important. Next, got 1 Maestroke. Maestroke's a great card. Papal Operative. It's a light, so I can honest it. Plus, being able to turn your opponent's monster to attack mode is really important. 1 Queen Dragoon Djinn. This card, when you detach an Xyz material, you can special summon 1 level 5 or higher dragon monster from your graveyard, but it can't attack this turn, and its effects are negated. Well, yeah, you would think that's sort of bad, but your 2 biggest targets you're going to hit with this are Dark Flare Dragon and Late Pulsar Dragon. Dark Flare Dragon, you can still pay the cost for his effect, which discarding and sending from the deck are the costs, so that's not exactly a detriment. And since Late Pulsar Dragon's special summon effect happens after, like, it starts a new chain once it's been sent to the graveyard, it dodges the negation. Plus, when Queen Dragoon Djinn is on the field, no other dragons besides herself can be targeted as attacks. So she helps draw attacks to this if you need to protect your monster for some reason. Plus, she's a dark, so you can remove her for Late Pulsar Dragon, etc. Utopia, because it's Utopia. Inzektor Exabeetle, rank 6. Rank 6s are obviously really good. And, stop getting stuck. Yeah, helps get rid of some of those problem cards without destroying them, so it can't be negated by destroyer negations. 1 Swordbreaker. Basically, it's Cataster for types instead of attributes. And what's nice is you can actually get 2 types for this thing to auto-kill. And since generally a lot of the decks, there's maybe 2 types in the deck. Like if you're facing Chaos Dragons, you're obviously going to be calling Dragons. If you're playing against Heroes, you're going to be calling Warriors. And it stays permanent auto-destroy, so if this thing gets both of its detaches off, 2 different types of monsters are going to get auto-killed. Plus, it's 27, so it's not exactly easy to kill either way. Photon Streak Bouncer. It's Bouncer. And then 1 Gaia Dragon Thunder Charger. Just stack on top of things if you steal them, or to stack on top of your own Exabeetle after you've detached the thing and sent the monster, so that you don't have to deal with it. So that was the deck. I'm really happy with how it performed. I'm not happy with how I performed. And I have no clue what I'm going to run next week. I'm going to start thinking about the regional that I'm going to be going to in 3 weeks, I think. It's down in Maryland. Hopefully I'll get my invite. It's going to really depend on if I'm not sure if I'm going to run Heroes. I probably will. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Catch you guys later.